Quincy. And now, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the star of our show, Bob Barker. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for that nice welcome. We have a wonderful group from all over the country here at our show by way of the Gray Line. And I went up into the audience just before the show. I found several contestants, two of them men. I'd like to have them right out here with me, if I may, please. Right over here. That's it. Right up beside me, nice and close so we can all get in the same shot here. And tell me your name.
Scott Belden.
Mr. Belden, where do you live?
In Portland, Oregon.
What do you do up in Portland?
I'm a mill worker in a sawmill up there near Timberline Lodge.
And you told me that you were kind of tired. Have you just driven in from Portland?
Yeah, I drove down from Portland last night, and rather than go to bed, I'd just go around and do something.
I'm glad that we are what you decided to do, Mr. Belden, because you look to me now, you are a pretty trim young fella, and you're in good shape, aren't you?
Well, yeah, working the kind of work I do, I get sawdust in my eyes.
Now, speaking of trim, you're going to be all right anyway. What is your name?
Bernie Straley.
And Bernie, you told me that you're in good shape.
Right.
Where are you from, Bernie?
San Bernardino, California.
What do you do out in San Bernardino?
I manage a McDonald's drive-in restaurant.
Oh, that would explain the beginning of the little... Oh, how are you going to shake hands? I was going to... There's a couple of...
Two hamburgers.
Yes, a few right there. Mr. Straley and Mr. Belden, I have a question for you. Your question is this. Why was the wife concerned because her husband was a light drinker? Rather unusual situation. I'm sorry, your time's up. Why was the wife concerned because her husband was a light drinker? Every night he'd drink until it got light. I say every night he'd drink until it got light.
I wouldn't have got that.
What'd you say?
I wouldn't have got that.
I wish I hadn't gotten it either, to tell you the truth. Now, gentlemen, I think that I have a real thrill in store for you. Why don't you both just step over just a little bit there, because I have a guest on the show I would like to introduce. I think our entire audience is going to enjoy meeting the very talented Scott Thompson. Welcome to our show, and what are you going to do for us? I think our audience would like to see what you have in store.
Well, I'm going to try to ride with one foot today.
All right.
See, like that. That's not so bad, is it?
No. Can you go all the way around that way?
Oh, you would say that. Oh, there you're right. So close to lunch.
Very good. There, that's great. Now, what next?
How about riding with no feet?
Well, you did it with one foot. You're going to do it with no feet?
Yeah. That should be easier. Yeah, here we go. No feet.
Hey! Actually, that's kind of cheating when you do that way. How long did it take you to learn to do this, Don?
Oh, it takes about a month or so to learn how to ride frontwards.
Uh-huh.
But when you're learning how to ride backwards or do any tricks on it takes quite a while.
Well, how long have you been doing it?
About 17 years.
Uh-huh. Is it possible for a fellow who runs a McDonald's hamburger stand and a mill worker from Portland, Oregon, how fast could they do something like that?
Well, I think they could learn today.
I mean, if they're really in good shape.
Yeah, if they're in good shape, they could...
And good thinkers and the right attitude.
That's right.
Join me over here, will you please, Don? Do we have more of these unicycles?
First, why don't we give the hamburger stand manager, let him have that one.
There you are. That's for you. What's your first name?
Bernie.
Bernie, all right.
I got one for the mill worker.
For Mr. Belden.
Yeah, to get up into the trees with.
Oh, up into the trees. They're good. Fine. Oh, man. That's beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's put that right over here, will you please? Let's move him over here.
Let's get him.
Move over where they've got a little bit more room. That's it. Fine.
Let's hang on to there, Mr. Bell.
Well, now, wait. This is going to be more exciting, I would imagine. So let's let him...
Yeah.
Let's start with him. Do you mind?
Okay.
You
All
mind?
right. Now, first off...
Now, wait a minute. Don? Is that all right?
Just hang on. Be careful, about your fingers, or you might get them caught.
Don't get your fingers caught up in here, Mr. Belden. See, keep your hands up above that.
Okay.
In fact, don't get any part of you caught in there. It could be very bad.
Now, what I want you to do, I want you to put the pedal straight up and down like this. I want you to hang on to the seat with both hands, and that's the very first thing. Now, kind of put your foot on the pedal.
Having fun, Bertie?
Right, yeah, all the way. I want you to smile at everybody out there. That's your big chance.
Yeah, the only one.
Now, you just do that like that. Okay, now let go of the seat. Whoa! What have you been eating, boy? Hamburgers?
Hamburgers, right.
Oh, yes. Well, they're going to learn how to ride real quick.
You're going to ride a unicycle, Bernie.
Hold on to your shoulder here for a sec. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Congratulations, Bernie. Very good. I got to make it. Oh, you did terrific. You hang on to that.
Will you hang on to that, Bernie? Now, let's go over here to Mr. Belden.
I'm having trouble.
What?
I'm having trouble.
Oh, you're not having any trouble. Can I help you?
You gotta just kind of... Now, the first thing you do is you put this foot right on the wheel there. That's the very first thing there.
Here, I'll try to brace
And
this.
you kind of... Look, you gotta put this hand up here like that. Okay, now you put this foot on the wheel. Just step right up there.
This?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Just push it right in there so it doesn't go back.
Like,
Okay, now, I want you to take the other foot and put it right up here on the pedal.
Okay, just stand up on the
All right,
tire.
now we're going to hold on to it
Mr.
here.
Belden.
Bob and I'll hold on to
Sure.
it.
Stand up on the tire and put your right foot up
That's
there.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
There you go. It's going back. It's going back. He'll hold it. There you go.
That's it. That's it. Now, okay. Okay, now. Wait. Okay, that's it. Just lift that up there. Okay, up. Okay, now put the seat underneath you. Put the seat underneath you. Let go now, Bob. I let go.
There you are. Are you all right? Now, wait.
yeah, I think I broke something.
Did you break?
My sunglasses.
Here, you hold his sunglasses, will you, Bernie?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Shall we get a chair?
No, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get my bike. I have one here about as high as yours is, and then I'll get on right about out here. And when I do, you can take a hold of my hand. Just wait a minute. I'll be right there.
Could you do it right out there? Could you get right out there at an angle? Here, I want everybody at home to be able to see on camera.
Like this.
That's fine. Now, what do you want him to do?
When I get on, I want you to just do just exactly what you did before, only faster. And then...
It happened pretty fast the first time.
I want you to take a hold of my hand here. Now, I'll show you.
Now, watch how he gets up there.
Now, you see how I got my foot on the pedal there? You got to put your foot on the wheel first, like this.
Why don't you ride this?
All right, here we go. Yeah, you see?
Now watch what he does. Now, he does it fast. He doesn't waste a lot of time.
There, see that? Underneath there.
There.
Okay.
Now, you're going to catch his hand.
Yeah, just take hold
All
of my
right.
hand.
Now, you get up. Go on, I'll hold it for you. Get up there. All right. You stay back here, Bernie. I'll help you. I just want to get Bernie back. I don't want anything in my way when I'm getting out of here. All right, now you're going to be fine. Go on, Mr. Belden.
You think?
Yeah, sure.
Now, put my...
Grab hold of my hand when you get up there.
Grab his hand.
I don't know if I can...
You can do it. Go ahead. Step on
your
it.
arm's in the way.
Well, I'll move my arm. Yeah. Put your right foot up there. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
All right, go.
Now.
Now?
Yeah. Put your hand on my shoulder. Go ahead. I'll get up there fast before it falls.
Okay, okay, I got it.
All right, go.
I'm going to go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not Mr. Belden. This is not Don Thompson. A nice welcome here for the internationally known Valenti brothers. Here they are. Come on, Scott.
All right, now come on. That's it. That's it. Not so fast. Hey, I'm getting
Beautiful.
That's not in the act.
I want to thank you boys for one of the finest consequences we've had in a long time. Didn't you enjoy meeting the Valentis? Thank you very much. All right, Bernie. Charlie Lyon, what do we have for Bernie here?
These two pair of Hager Imperials with ingenious new shape-o-matic waistband for more comfort, trimmer appearance. Hager slacks just fit better naturally.
And I want to thank you, Bernie, for being on our show. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Take your unicycle with you. Next, we'll be reuniting a mother and son in a most interesting way. You'll see how after this message. Here's a lady we had flown from Heron Lake, Minnesota to be on our show. A nice welcome, please, for Mrs. Jack Cook. Here she is. Hey, you've become a real actress. You even walk the way you're supposed. Before I even talk with her, I want to assure you that they're not dressing this way in Minnesota now. Let's take a quick shot of Mrs. Cook over here. This is the way Mrs. Cook really looks. We took this with a Polaroid before the show, and this is how she looked when she arrived. By plane from Heron Lake. There she is. Now, that's what she really looks like. But we dressed her like this for a consequence. Now, Mrs. Cook, we brought you out here to surprise your son, and he's in the Army?
That's right.
And where's he stationed?
He is stationed at Fort MacArthur, San Pedro, California.
You don't have to go into your... I don't want you to get out of that light. Stay over here. Maharani, how long has he been in the Army?
A year and a half.
And we... by the sergeant, so he couldn't resist. He's off stage now. Shortly, he's coming on with another gentleman as contestants. And I'm going to tell them that I happen to have found a guest in the audience who is a mind reader. Now, the other gentleman from the audience has been told that no matter what she tells him about himself, he should agree that it's absolutely right. Now, of course, whatever the son asks her about himself, she'll know the answer. And we want to see how long it takes her son to realize that this is his own mother disguised as the Maharani in the audience. Now, Mrs. Cook, Ed will take you up to a seat we have for you up there. Look at that shuffle. I tell you, when she went native, she really did it, didn't she? We'll just give her a moment to get up there and be seated, dresser, and then we'll be ready for the next two contestants here. That's fine. That's where she'll be. All right, let's have our next two contestants out here, if we please, May Dresser Dahlstead. We have a gentleman from the audience, two of them. One young soldier and a gentleman in civilian dress. Will you come right over here on my right, please, both of you? And why don't you right here beside me? Tell me your name.
Joe Cook.
And Joe, how long have you been in the Army?
15 months.
What's your rate?
What do you mean rate, sir?
Well, are you a general or are you a private?
I'm a specialist fourth class.
Don't they call it rate? They call it rate in the Navy.
Rank.
Rank?
Right.
Well, they only call it rank for officers in the Navy.
Well, I'm a specialist fourth class.
I don't want to argue with you, Joe. What do you specialize in?
I'm a fire distribution operator.
Fine. It's a pleasure to have you on Truth or Consequences, Joe.
Pleasure being here.
Is that right?
Right.
Joe Cook? Hmm? And your name, sir?
Parker Davis, Bud.
And Bud. Bob. You've been watching To Tell the Truth. I'm not Bud Collier, Jack Bailey, or Art Linkletter.
Bud, Bob, it's all there.
It's all there, yeah. Parker, you told me in the audience that you're in civil service?
Correct.
What do you do?
Federal Civil Service with the Air Force.
All right, well, now, gentlemen, actually, I had something else planned when I selected you from the audience. But we have a guest in our audience, I've discovered, who is a mind reader. She is a Maharani of Rangapur. Now, what I want you to do is think up some personal questions about yourself that you might ask her. and we'll see how well she reads minds, because she's going to read your minds for the answers. Do you understand, Mr. Parker?
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so take a moment to think up some things about yourself. We'll be delving into the secrets of mysticism following this message of interest. Where do you get that bud? I know Jack and I know his wife, and they're both very fine people. We're still talking about MCs here. And I was mentioning Jack Bailey. The reason he called me Bud, he knew Bud Harper, and Bud Harper's an old school chum. He looked exactly like me. Where's Bud Harper now?
He's in Dayton, Ohio, I believe.
You're from Dayton yourself.
Correct.
It's nice to have you with us, Mr. Davis. Now, let's begin with you, young fella. Ed, would you have the Maharani just stand up there, please, and address anything you wish about yourself to her? Something, any question you want to ask her. Something only you know the answer to.
How old am I?
How old is he?
Let me see. You are 21 years old.
Is that right?
That's right.
Well, how about that?
Where was I born?
What, where, or
Where?
where, in what state?
What town in what state?
Oh, you really want to make this
We'll
fun.
make it real.
All right. In what town, in what state was this young man born, Maharani?
You were born in the state of Minnesota.
Is that right?
You got my mother up there.
I'll tell you what, he got that so fast that the only thing left for me to do is just stay here with Mr. Davis. We're going to talk about Bud Harper for a little bit now. Hey, Come on down here, Joe, and bring your mother with you.
Bob, Mrs. Cook says that wasn't fair.
That wasn't fair. Joe, if you knew how hard she's worked on that miserable voice, you know. Come on out here. What? And she's learned to shuffle around here and turn around so they can see you there at home. And you got it just like that. But I'm awfully proud of you to spot her so fast. And obviously you're kind of happy we had her out here for you, aren't you? They're ignoring me. What difference it makes, you know? You are kind of happy.
I sure am.
Yeah. And look what you've done here, Maharani. You have badness all over his face here. Why don't you take him off and tell him the whole story and how much the Army has cooperated in everything? Will you please? Right over here. Here you go, Maharani. Here you go, Mr. Cook. Right off here. That's the way. No, you stay here with me. We have a nice gift for you, and backstage, Bud Harper is going to tell you what it is.
It's a $50 gift certificate from Spiegel, a famous Chicago mail-order house. The great Spiegel catalog contains over 40,000 items. Spiegel, Chicago, Illinois.
And thank you, Parker Davis, for being on the show. Goodbye. Some of the prizes on Truth or Consequences will be delivered by Global Van Lines. Global is the smarter, faster way to move your belongings. Special care at no extra cost via Global Special Delivery Moving. We'll be back with more Truth or Consequences following these few words. All right, we're going to play Barker's Box with this young lady whose name is what?
Diane Wyatt.
Diane, there are 4 drawers here in this box. In one drawer, there's a $10 bill. In one, there's a 20, and in one, there's a 50. You'll continue to play the game opening drawers so long as you get money. But the moment you get the drawer that has a little surprise in it, you're all through. Now, if you get the drawer with the 10, the 20, and the 50, you'll have $80, Diane. But in addition, Charlie, what else will she win?
This fashionably designed American Tourister luggage, reinforced with fiberglass, padded handles, stainless steel closures, will get you to your destination with flair. American Tourister luggage. And a beautiful set of fine china from Stonegate. This Harvest Stars pattern is exquisite china with elegant simplicity. Handcrafted in Bavaria, designed in America, and provided by the Stonegate Company.
All right, Diane. There are 4 drawers, and stay away from the one with the surprise in it. Get the 10, the 20, or the 50. Which one do you want? Any one you want. That one? Give it a yank. No, that's all right. Pick it up for her, will you, young lady? And what do you have there, Diane?
20.
You want a $20 bill. All right, that means you have that drawer, and that drawer. You have a 50 and a 10 left, and a surprise.
This one.
This one? Give it a yank. What's that?
A 50.
Yeah. Did you notice the change in her voice there? She opened the first drawer. I said, what'd you get? She said, a $20 bill. She opened the next one. I said, what'd you get? She said, a 50. I got a $50 bill. All right, there's a 10 left. But now the important thing is not the 10. There's nothing wrong with a $10 bill, Diane. But the important thing is that if you get the 10, you have the 50, the 20, you get the 10, then you win the jackpot, too. What'd you say, madam? Take the top one. Well, here's the top one, and here's the next top one. Now, you want that one or that one?
Oh, dear. All right. You'd better be righter.
Yes. Now, Diane, before we go on, is there anything you'd like to say to the lady in the front row right down?
See her after the show.
What'd you say?
I'll see her after the show.
Yeah. With a drawn knife. Over here was the 10. There's the 10. Mother will enjoy that. But you won $70, and Diane, all this applause is for you, too. Thank you for being on our show. I want to thank you for being a fine audience. You're just the kind of folks we like to have in here for Truth or Consequences. It was nice to have you join us there at home for Truth or Consequences. Make it a habit, won't you? Bob Barker, saying goodbye, hoping all your consequences are happy.